friends, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm taking you along while I clean and decorate my front porch for the spring. I have done this about a month ago where I just decorated it for Easter and didn't do a lot of cleaning, so I'm doing a little bit more this time around just to get it even more cleaned up and some of that mess from winter taken down. Since I've decorated for Easter, we've had several snowfalls, so there's just things that need to be cleaned up. But first things first, I'm going to take apart these planters. I have gotten some pansies that I want to plant in them, but I also have to add a little bit more dirt because it's a little low since the Christmas pots. I have chosen pansies for several years now at this time because they are fairly able to survive the colder weather, because I'm not quite sure that we are over the cold spell yet. We might still get a little bit of snow. You never know. So I live in Ontario, Canada, and the weather at this time is a little bit bipolar and can't decide whether it wants to be warm or cold. Last week we were down to -10. Today is 18. So like I said, just as it can't decide which way it wants to go. I also wanted to mention that this video is going to be part of a challenge that I am hosting. I have invited many creators, or a collaboration, I shouldn't say a challenge, but I have invited creators to join me if they wish in decorating their front porches, or creating DIYs and decorating with them. I have several DIYs that I'm using that I've created over on my DIY channel, and I will link those below, but this is strictly for me a decorate with me, clean and decorate with me. So make sure you head on over to the playlist and see who else joined me and what they're doing for their front porch. I have gotten this really handy tool to make the holes for my plants. It's more of a bulb hole maker, but it works really well for these, although I was struggling getting them out of these packages. But you just push it in and it creates a hole, and that fits right in. So I have purchased a flat of pansies, and I've had enough for the 2 large pots, this smaller pot, and then I ended up getting 2 more medium-sized pots and a really tiny pot, and I still had a couple left over. I didn't want to overpack the pots with pansies because I needed to give them some room to grow. I would love to know what type of decorating do you do for your front porch. I do these seasonally. I also decorate my porch for Canada Day. So I like changing it up. I think partially because I work from home and I like to have change of scenery once in a while, and to do that I redecorate my house often. But I would love to know what type of plants you use, what type of do you stay on more of a cautious side because of the weather, or are you able to go all out? And if you are stopping by my channel for the very first time, welcome. My name is Sonia, and this is my home channel where you will find tons of cleaning, organizing, and decorating motivation. So if this is something that you love watching, I would love it if you press that subscribe button and became part of my YouTube family. And also don't forget to press that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video posts. So here it is. For my two big pots are done, and I think this turned out super cute, and I left tons of room for the pansies to grow. I do add a little bit of Miracle Grow in there just to help them get established and stronger rooted. Now I move on to planting in those medium pots that I was telling you about. Now I will show you only one because they're both the same, and I do pretty much the same stuff for both of them. For the smallest pot, I picked up this Dollarama flower pot, a galvanized pot, and I just added some rocks to the bottom of it for drainage, and then I'm just adding dirt and a couple pansies. And now that all my pots are done, I am going to clean this up, give it a good sweeping, take out the garbage and some of the decor that I'm not using off. So I just want to report I made this little doormat a few weeks ago before I decorated for Easter, and it has held up really well, so I will be using it again. I'm just going to do something a little different with it. So I've gotten this Hobby Lobby rug a few years back when we were able to cross the border, and I love using it to layer my doormats with. For my wreaths on my door, I am using my DIY wreaths that I have created several years back, and I'm still absolutely loving the way they look. And of course, my dogs in, out, they can't decide which way to go, but they are too young to be just let out and sit on my front. I used to do that with my old dog. He would just sit and not go anywhere. These two are 1 and 6 months, so I do not trust to just let them go because I'll be running down the street to go get them. Before I put my wreaths on, I just give the door a good cleaning, and I'm using my Norwax microfiber cloth and a window buffing cloth. I love these so much. I think they are so springy, but they have enough summer look that I tend to keep them all throughout the summer as well. Now I'm moving on to this light fixture and I'm just cleaning it up, and I will be hanging my other DIY on there that I've created a couple weeks back, and it was one of these flat hanging baskets that I wanted to buy one, but I could not find one that I liked, so I decided just to make one. I will link any DIYs in my description box so you can check them out in case if you want to make one yourself. And I am decorating it with just some greenery that I got from dollar stores. Some came from Dollarama and some came from Dollar Tree. I try to incorporate all the colors that are on my front porch as well as in my house to kind of tie everything together. This rocking chair was a thrift find from several years back, and I had upcycled it, and I've had it actually this year. I kept it outside the whole year round, even winter, and it kept up really well. Not too much snow got on it just when we had like a really severe snowstorm, but all I did was brush the snow off and it kept up really well. And I am adding another DIY pillow on it, and I think this, like I said, it just looks so springy, and I love all the colors and flowers that I was using. It truly feels welcoming and fresh. Now my front porch goes into an L, and now I am cleaning up the part that's you can see from the front of the house. I have 2 windows there that I clean, and then I also wiped down the furniture. The dogs were still outside and they were causing some ruckus. They had found a bacon container. It was empty, or a bacon wrapper. It must have flew from somebody's garbage, and they were fighting over it. So I'm keeping it fairly simple here. I am just adding a lantern, my little flower pot, and I also picked up the citronella candle at Dollarama. I love the concrete pot that's in, and it smells really good. It doesn't smell that citronella. And then I just add my welcome sign, which I forgot to do when I was doing the front, but there was something on it and it kept leaning, so I ended up trying to sand the bottom off, whatever was sticking on it. I don't know whether the concrete was crooked or the wood itself. I know it fell several times, and I've noticed that it's cracked on top. I might have to DIY a new one. Now it's time to water my flowers, and they perked up quite a bit. I actually just checked on them when I was going to do the voiceover, and they perked up, so that's a good thing. And make sure you're following me on Instagram, where I will be showing you some updates how these flowers look. So here it is dog approved, and I absolutely love the way it looks. I think it's so cozy and welcoming, and I can't wait to sit on that rocking chair with a nice cup of tea and just relax and take the sights in. Here is a little close-up to everything, and I hope this video gives you tons of decorating ideas for your front porch and that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. Sit back and relax, and here is the final tour.